Tiz.
So yeah, man, I ain't got no segue for this one. Let's get into the Tiz take for the week. From white ghost to the Tiz take. Jesus Christ. Um, so this week's TSA, man, like I said, I ain't got no Umar update unless Umar do something new about the school. And we just did a Umar video for our live this past Sunday. That was the latest thing he's done. So I don't got nothing new to say about him. He's still scamming people out of money. Don't give your money to him. More details to come. Oh, and the book club has not come yet. That is official. The book club is still not here yet. So this book club is supposed to be here this month. So we're looking, waiting. Camden, New Jersey, let us know in the comments if you're getting the book club started, if it's popping, so we can, verify. All right. So instead I have a Tiz take. It kind of comes from Umar, but it doesn't. So because of a video we posted about Umar, I got a little comment back, and the comment said, "What are you doing for Black people?" Now, this.
What did it say?
It said, "What are you doing for Black people?" Now let me get my rocks. Hold on, let me get
Go
into
ahead, do your
my,
thing.
let me get into my flag. It's my swag. Real quick. All right, so the thing is about that, and this leads me to my Tiz take. Being critical of somebody in your own race is not a bad thing, and it should be actually encouraged. People should be encouraged to criticize and critique the people of their own race. That is my Tiz take, which means I want an argument on it. So if you feel differently, please debate me now tonight, partners, or pod squad people out there. Hey, debate me in the comments. I give me your take. But this is what I mean. So in the video, obviously, I was critiquing Umar Johnson, who is a scammer, who is taking money from people for a school that he has no intentions on building, and or he is the worst businessman who has not yet willing to just admit, I'm taking you guys' money, but I can't do anything with it. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm using some of your money for my lifestyle. So instead of admitting either of that, he just keeps taking money. So he deserves to be criticized to me. I think if you are a supporter of Umar Johnson, this is what I need you to do. Give me an argument. Debate me. Face, myself, we have extended the invite for you to come up on our panel. Email us, thepodnaspodcast@gmail.com. Thepodnaspodcast@gmail.com. You found your way here, so you can spell the Podnas. So go ahead and put that, then the word podcast, the @ and gmail.com. All right. So let us know. We're down to debate it. But the argument of what have you done is so overblown. And I noticed, and the reason it led me to my take of being critical of someone in your race is not a bad thing and it should be encouraged, is I notice a lot of times in life, period, when someone of our race does something that is less than quality, of lacking moral character, lacking in value. If we criticize it, people are so quick to then chime in. What you doing for Black people? At least they doing something for Black people. Just because you're doing something for Black people don't mean it's something good for Black people. You feel me? This not wanting to criticize, like, it's possible to criticize or make a complaint about somebody without being an expert in what they do. I can criticize Umar and open a school without having opened a school myself. Bill Belichick coached the fucking greatest dynasty in football history, and he ain't no motherfucking football great. There's plenty of basketball coaches that ain't played a lick of basketball past high school, maybe middle school, and they have been great NBA and NCAA coaches. So this notion that you gotta have done exactly what you're critiquing is just a false fallacy that just is pissing me off, and it really stops us from actually being able to hold our people accountable when they're in positions of power in our community. Because it goes past this Umar supporter comment on our page. It goes to the heart of one of the issues in our community that keeps us from being able to really grow. Like, just because somebody black don't mean you can't criticize, don't mean they're above reproach, don't mean they're somehow infallible all of a sudden. Like, they're not a God. They're not God. They're not this I'm black. Our melanin connects us. You can't say anything about me. Like, fuck that. Like, hell no, man. What the fuck? There ain't no force field around somebody because they black. Like, if you're black and you're doing fuck shit, you should be able to be called out. I'm black. Hi, I'm Tiz, black man. If I'm doing some fuck shit, call me out on that shit. Talk to me about it. Like, don't let me be out here doing more fuck shit, making the race look bad. Call me out on it. Keep it in-house. And that's what I'm doing with Umar. So I just feel like being critical of someone in your race is not a bad thing. It should be encouraged. People who like to come at critical people with the question, well, what have you do? When you ask that question, well, what have you done for black people? How is that relevant to what I'm actually critiquing? If I run off a list of what I've done, which I did, by the way, if I run off a list of what I do for black people, is it going to be enough for you to then go back to my original point that I was making about Umar and actually rebut it, and let's have a conversation where we can get to a point where we actually get to a way to hold them accountable, however you and I can come to an agreement to see fit? No, because you want to immediately just ask me that, and then when I answer, you're going to disappear. Or you're going to retort some ad hominem attack. Or you're going to say something else that doesn't have any relevancy to the actual point that I'm making. This is what we do with anybody black. You get a black politician, don't talk about him, he black. That don't make him a good politician. That don't make him an amazing person for us. Just means he shares our skin color. He shares our African origin, as does most of the planet. Like, the planet. Fuck most of the planet. Everybody in the planet. Like, and people can be fuck people, even if they're in your own.
We can have disagreements with your family relatives. Why can't I have disagreements with someone that has, because it's dang sure that person that's my relative is closer to me than this random person that just happens to have the same skin color as me. So I don't understand that either.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Face, I heard you chomping at the bit earlier. You had something you wanted to say, bro? Right on.
Right now.
All right. But yeah, so
yeah, I got something to say.
Okay. Come on.
Be back, y'all.
Yeah, I'm here. Just on your last comment, when you said, why do people feel like we can't judge people on their black? But then you doubled down on it and gave a little history lesson, letting everybody know that if you're a human on this planet, you're derived from what? Culture. 95% of y'all have this in your blood.
Indeed.
So if you want to ride on the wave of we can't judge him because we black, don't judge no goddamn body then.
Amen.
Don't critique nobody because they all got black blood in their systems. Take this stupid ass mentality out y'all brains, man. We can't judge him because he's black. I don't give a fuck what color he is. You fucking up, you fucking up. Period. A fuck up is a fuck up. Red, white, or blue, black, green, whatever color you just a colored fuck up there. Oh well.
Purple.
That's just another adjective to add behind you fucking up. Oh, that black, he's a black fuck up. Oh, he's a white fuck up. You're just a fuck up. So I don't care what color you are. These people who do that, you're just as racist as them crackers that's racist against you. You're perpetuating the same bullshit you trying to stop. So just think, we trying to get these white folks to not be racist against us, but you're perpetuating this dumbass mentality in your house with your black kids. So what you think they gonna grow up and do? The same stupid ass your stupid ass doing. Do something different. Live reality. Get out your own mind and this falsehood that black is good and white is bad. People are people. Let's not categorize everybody and put them in a group just because they have something. Just because you black don't mean shit. Just because you black don't mean I'm riding with you. Just because you black don't mean you in my group. You black
don't
means
make you best for black people at all.
Being black just means the sun affects you less. That's all it means in my book. Period.
Right,
your culture and your race don't make you easier for me to get along with. Nothing. Because like I've said most times, I have more problems with black people than I do white people. Which is sad to fucking say because I should be able to get along with my own culture, but my own culture at sometimes acts a lot ignorant and they're not willing to see what can become. You get so stuck in what is. What is will only continue to be what is as long as you allow it to be what is. I see what can be, and that's what I'm trying to work towards. So if everybody else is trying to be positive and want to work towards something, work to what can be. Let's see what it is and realize what it is, but realize what it can be, and let's get to that point. Get off of this race shit, people. Black folks, white folks, Chinese folks, whatever your color, culture, race is, realize that's the only identifying factor to you. Because when you die, you'll be put in the dirt like everybody else.
Yeah.
When you go to whatever your belief is, your higher being belief, if you ascend to that next plane, you ain't gonna get judged on that color. Because guess what? We're all brothers in arms, as I was taught. We're all brothers in his eyes. So our color only comes from where our ancestors originated from. That's how we got that pigmentation going down through genetics. So get caught up on this bullshit if y'all want to, and y'all stay there while everywhere else ascends. The cultures that don't cut up on race, they're beating us. I don't like to lose. As my name says, I'm facing the place and I'm trying to stay ahead of the race. I'm trying to get ahead of this race and win it. Jump on my bandwagon. Black, white, Chinese, Mexican, whatever. Because anything I've ever seen in life that was successful had more than one culture in it. If it was all white, it didn't go good. If it's all black, it's going to be some fuck ups. If it's all Chinese, it's some fuck ups. Multicultural things go a lot further because it's in that aspect, our differences is what make us better. Because Pat is a good artist. I got a great managerial mind. We could put that together and do something great. Mm-hmm. But just my managerial mind, my managerial mind can only be a managerial mind. His art can only be an art. But we put the two facets together, it's something great. The differences make a better thing, right? You feel me? Mm-hmm. This Chinese man might be good at math. This black man may have the key to construction. And this white man, being he has the connections, all three of them can make the biggest building in the world and make more jobs right there. Boom. Use that mentality, people, for a change. Stop letting the differences be what you focus on and ride on, and let the differences be the things that bring us together and not divide us. Because when we was in college, I had a white boy I called my twin. So, and I'm the darkest motherfucker you gonna find, one of the darkest people you gonna find. So, come on now. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So be real. Be real, people. Just because our color binds us together don't mean that's the only thing that needs to bind you together. Let that color shit go. If you a scammer, like we said before, we're going to call you out regardless of what color you are. But we're going to call you out quicker if you were a scammer in this black community. Regardless of what color you are, if you scam the black community, we coming for you. So if you're black and doing it, we coming for you. White and doing it, we coming for you. We point out what's wrong, regardless of what color. You want to get caught up on it? Minimize your own mind, not ours.
That's real. And to keep with not keeping it about race, like my main point for my Tiz take tonight, and for my overall platform or my take on like me dealing with Umar Johnson, man. First of all, again, I am a person who has donated to Umar. I've also been ignored when I asked my very reasonable questions in the forms and the modes that he suggested. I was then ignored.
What's up?
I then found out about his fuckery, and I am now hoping that people see my videos and, you know, me and the partners talking about him and exposing him and the school, and they start to see it for what it is, and they don't lose their money like I did. And they also don't continue to support this part of what he does. As far as his rhetoric and shit, I don't care about it. But anyway, my general platform is people who make public declarations about their intentions to perform a public act, task, or product should be allowed to be, and they should be held publicly accountable, especially when they're using public funds to complete said task or product. What does that mean? That means celebrity A, regular person B, Joe Schmo C, they all decide to start a business. Celebrity A starts their business, they don't tell anybody. If that shit flops, fails, doesn't go right for years, unless it is an actual scam, cool, good money. But if it's a scam, we won't know about that the whole time it's going on. We're going to find out about it when this American Greed episode hits or when they're arrested. So that's how that'll be handled. Regular person B, they start up a business or an entity or a product or something, and they put it all on Facebook, right? That's as far as they go, but they put it all on Facebook. Well, if that shit go wrong, guess where all of the complaints is gonna come back to? The medium you started it on and that you advertised on, Facebook. So it's gonna be public to anyone who's on Facebook. Then take somebody like Umar. When Umar started this scam or whatever, I didn't even know he had a school idea until 2014. So that's when I got involved. That's when I come in as far as knowing about the school. But before that, I thought he was just a charismatic speaker that had some really good ideas around special education at the time. Real people know. If you know, you know. So we get to now, Umar in 09, he was already a big enough person where, like, in the early stages of YouTube, which is what that was, his videos was getting played. That's how I found out about it, because I saw one of his speeches on YouTube. You feel me? And I was, and at the time, I was just moving to Georgia from Virginia. So if I could find him, that means you were a pretty popular person. Now now you're coming out in 2014. By this point, you're a very popular person, especially in the community that you're targeting, which is Black people, especially Black people who are looking to elevate and or who are conscious and or who are in the special ed community. Okay, cool. You talking about this school, your public announcement and constant public proclamations of what the school will entail, when it will be upheld, how much it costs, how much it was, how much it's going to be, when it should be done by, what it will have in there, how you want to do things, is what gives us the cause for pause. Because these constant proclamations have given us a timeline that has constantly been extended without any estimation. These proclamations have led us to you getting on live rants where you're yelling at people and screaming at people because they ask you a question about when is this, what's going on with the money, what happened to the extra money, like why are their taxes unpaid? Like any of these questions, you go off on people and curse them out. These public proclamations is what leads you to get publicly shamed and publicly questioned and publicly critiqued. Just like any other person, no matter who they are, who decides to go out and publicly proclaim something that they're going to do. The reason we come in and give public apologies when we publicly proclaim that we're going to have a show on a Sunday and then something comes up in our lives and it shuts it down is because we publicly proclaimed it. So we got to come back and publicly apologize. We got to be publicly accountable. We got to make public amends. Your discretion has to match the form in which you are held accountable and or make amends. It can't be a private thing and then we public about it, or it's public thing and then we privately get it handled. No. Whatever we done, if it was done in the light, everything will be done in the light. That's the standard that you set. So you set a very public statute, Umar. So that's why you're being shamed publicly. And that's why I'm going to stay on your neck about the timelines that you keep publicly proclaiming without anyone prompting you to do so. That's just what you're doing. So anyway, like I said, it is healthy for people of your own race to be critical of you. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing that should be encouraged. That is my take for the week.